During the defense's cross-examination, Hughley says that there were 3 men with guns in their hand. One was Hart, the second was Rowe, and the third is a man she still doesn't know. But on the night that she gave her statement to detectives, she said there was only 1 man with a gun in his hand. Live on your side in Lee County, Justin Holbrock, WRBL News 3. Walking in here right now and joining me is Miss Pat Silvis. She lives right here in the house. She was actually inside with her husband when the tree came down in her house. Miss Pat, just take me through what you heard when you were inside. And is everyone safe? Phil, Teresa, for 27 years, Rod Bramblett gave everything he had to the fans of Auburn. His passion, commitment, and talent for finding just the right words is what made him the voice of the Auburn Tigers back in 2003. And today, we remember Rod Bramblett. There was the prayer.
Touchdown Auburn! Touchdown Auburn! A miracle at Jordan Hare!
The kick 6.
And Chris Davis takes it in the back of the end zone. He'll run it out to the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 45. There goes Davis. Oh my God! Davis is going to run it all the way back. Auburn's going to win the football game. Auburn's going to win the football game.
The national championship.
Byram waits for the snap to the plate. There it is. The kick is up. The kick is good. Auburn wins.
The Final Four run.
The Auburn Tigers, for the first time ever, are going to the Final Four.
And the home runs.
Ross swings enough drive to deep left field. That one's gone. That one's gone. Auburn wins. Auburn wins.
And through it all, there was one man and one voice, the voice of the Auburn Tigers. Those moments defined Rod Bramblett's broadcasting career, but his character defined who he was.
The one thing that I admire the most about what Rod stood for was we knew he was our guy. We knew he was the man. We knew he was our anchor. But he always made us feel like we were the more important ones. Our crew, our team, and that's a pretty rare thing when you have somebody of his stature, and that's one thing we'll miss the most.
They said Rod had a lot of dreams. He dreamed about getting his dream girl. He dreamed about getting a dream family. He dreamed about getting a dream job. And you think about it, Rod Bramblett filled every one of those things, and more, and more.
I know, speaking for all the coaches here at Auburn through the course of his years, we were blessed to work with him, and he's part of the Auburn family, and will live on forever. With that voice, and the great calls that he made are just so memorable, and just a true professional.
He cheered with you and had his heart broken with you.
Puts it up at the buzzer. Yes.
This time, hearts are broken with a different kind of loss, one more painful than any game. But even in loss, Rod Bramblett's voice lives on through these moments.
They're not going to keep him off the field tonight. Holy cow! Oh my God! Auburn wins! Auburn has won the Iron Bowl!
And his life lives on through the athletes, friends, and fans who got to know a true Auburn man. Now, Rod would be the first person to tell you that none of his career or his success would have been possible without his wife, Paula. 2 Auburn Tigers forever. And as Rod always used to end his broadcast by saying, so long, everyone. Reporting live on your side in Auburn, Justin Holbrock, News 3 Sports. Phil, Teresa, Acavius Powell, and Darian Waller, the 2 men convicted of felony murder, were both sentenced to life in prison. However, Waller's sentence was much more severe. He got life without parole, while Powell got life with parole. Meanwhile, the 3rd defendant, Jaquan Clark, got 20 years for armed robbery. We've also heard from Muskogee County Coroner Buddy Bryant that he's still trying to notify the family. We can tell you that the victim was an employee right here at the Columbus Pawn Shop over on Fort Benning Road. We can also tell you, I just found this out, that the only way for the suspects to be allowed in was by hitting this button on the door, which is exactly what happened. And right now, fire crews are working over here, as you can see, to pinch off the gas line to stop the gas from leaking inside the building. As you approach exit 79, leaving Georgia, heading into Alabama, there are 2 options, a right toward Lynette and a left toward Valley. But on Friday, 2 players, one from each city, found somewhere to meet in the middle.
I saw how upset he was, and I just knew that I needed to go up to him and give him a hug and say he's still the best player around here.
For him to come in and try to keep me up and to let me know to keep my head up, that did a lot for me.
Daniels Valley Rams had just shocked Christian's Lynette Panthers, who won a state title last year. The schools are bitter rivals, but the two players have been friends since kindergarten.
It was the first day of school, and our parents knew each other, so like our relationship has just grown since kindergarten.
But don't let the hug fool you.
A lot of competition also, like from wrestling in the pool to
Kickball back in kindergarten, we've always tried to keep my home runs with each other.
all-star baseball, having a competition throughout the week, practicing to see who can hit the most home runs.
And now we're just fighting each other in high school football.
It's always been a competition between us.
3 years ago, Christian's dad Clifford took the head coaching job at Lynette, putting a bridge between their friendship.
We talk all the time still. You know, it's not that hard for me, but you'd think it would be because we're rivals and all that kind of stuff. But no matter where you go or anything, you still have friends. No matter what you're doing, rivals, it don't matter.
With a true best friend, like you don't have to talk to him every day for him to know you're still there. So I think he's more than the best friend to me. He's been like my brother since we was young. So it's God and family before anything else. So, and he's like family to me. So it comes before football.
The bond that they have, it'll be lifetime. You know, when they get their families and get married and they have children, they'll still come and visit each other and see each other. And to be honest with you, after that game was over, when I saw that, you know, my mind went immediately to this is what it's all about.
Legendary NFL coach Vince Lombardi once asked, if winning isn't everything, then why do they keep score? Well, coach, these two friends might just be the answer.